Yes, I would like to sort of give you my sort of little before chiropractic care. I have back issues. I have a sore back, and it's been ongoing for let me see, 35 years. And it would be a constant issue, being very careful about how to move and things like that, and how once I re-hurt myself or did something to start the pain again, it was always like, what do you do? Like, live on Tylenol for 3 or 4 days until it eases back into, you know, normal living time or whatever. But you don't realize, you know, how much it really takes. When I originally came here, I came because I had a sore shoulder. I believe it's called a frozen shoulder. And honestly, chiropractic care did not help me there. But what it did do was my back. I did not come here for my back. And what I was doing was, at that time, was every morning, no word of a lie, I rolled out of bed onto the floor, onto my yoga mat, and I would do stretches for 15 or 20 minutes just so that I could move. And it was just horrible. Like, you can't imagine. Well, yes, people coming here can imagine, because they know what back pain is like. But once I had been coming here, it's like I noticed, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks or something. It's like I was getting up out of bed and walking, you know, to the closet or something like that. It was like, oh, I don't have to do that anymore. Like, I'm actually getting up without having to stretch, to move without doing the old lurching thing and twisting and shifting your body to try and sort of get it into place so that you can walk. So that is where I really became a believer. Since I've started chiropractic care, first of all, with my back issues, it's alleviated a lot of the pain. I will sometimes have pain. A, I know I can come here for an adjustment, but B, just coming every 2 weeks keeps it in check, because I'll notice that, you know, once a month or so, I'll start to feel a twinge in my back, in my lower back or something, and it's like, okay, well, you know what, I'm going on Wednesday morning. I'll be fine until then, and I get my adjustment, and I'm usually good to go. Very rarely does it not work, and even if it's like not immediately after my adjustment, it's like the next day, it's like, oh, okay, so this was good now. So it's just knowing, I think, that I'm going to be taken care of every other week. Sometimes you think, okay, well, I can do a couple of days and not freak out about it or try and overdose on the Tylenol. What you do when you're in pain? Yeah. Oh, I think that it's just such a benefit, especially for me with my back issues. I just know this. Once you have hurt your back, like, you're done. Your back is done. It's never going to heal. But there are things that you can do. You can do exercises. You can do chiropractic care, which is, I think, because it's ongoing, it always keeps your back in check, like in place, that so that what I found before was, if I hurt my back, sometimes, like, you walk funny because you're adjusting, trying to, so then throw something else out. So then it can really get to be a problem. But just with chiropractic care, because I am getting it taken care of on a continual basis, I don't really think I'm going to have major issues with my back. Well, my husband and one of my daughters comes for chiropractic care. My husband is a runner. He's done marathons and things like that, and he had issues with his knee. And whatever Dr. Mike was doing with his adjustments, what he found was that his breathing, they do hill training, and when he had been on the chiropractic care, and what he found was he's going up and down the hills, and he's not huffing and puffing. And a lot of his other, running mates in the training class were like, "What is what are you doing? How can you do this? And I never thought about it till after, but we figured it must be that, because that was the only difference that he had done. Like he does his, you know, he would do his 3 days of training with his class, but this is the only thing different that he'd done, was starting to come for chiropractic care. So I don't know whether maybe adjusting his back has loosened up his lungs or some area or something. I don't know how that works, but that seems to be the only thing. And Robin was doing dance and gymnastics and stuff, and she wound up with her knee bothers her every now and then. So she likes coming just to keep that in check, even though she's not doing dance anymore. But so that was my story.